Hey, thanks to stop my mystic messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. First off, I just wanted to thank all the new subscribers and welcome you to the channel. It's great to have you, and I really appreciate everyone's likes and shares. It's very important because it helps others within the community to maybe be more willing to leave their own shares and posts to help others to raise the vibration of the community. Okay, these messages are timeless and will be received in divine timing for those who need to hear them. And as always, if they don't apply, let them fly. But I do encourage everyone to hang out because there might be something in here that you could use or you might need to pass on to someone else. All right, that being said, let's get to it. Today's message is about, I kept hearing over and over again, you are a sovereign being. You are a sovereign being and you matter. So, whoever I'm speaking to right now is not feeling secure within themselves to make a certain decision. You've been feeling less than. You've been afraid to speak, to use your voice. Source is encouraging you to use your voice, okay? Whatever nudge you're feeling on the inside, okay, is communication from the divine realms. It's trying to direct you, trying to show you. There's someone I'm speaking to right now who wants to communicate with another individual that they're interested in romantically, but yet your fear is holding you back. You're afraid to speak. You're afraid of what the outcome is going to be. There's someone else who is looking to apply for a job that you don't feel that you're good enough or that you qualified for. Okay? You're being encouraged to take the step forward, okay, to have faith. If you're being nudged to do something, okay, for instance, when I was being called to create these videos, it wasn't something that I was thrilled about. It wasn't something that I was looking to do. Okay, I did have psychic abilities since I was a child, but I have been, recently over the past couple of years, been called to create videos, to utilize my gift, to use my voice. Okay. I was terrified of doing that. Terrified. I was terrified of coming out here on camera. So whoever is hearing this is relating to this. You have that same fear, that same inability to see yourself the way, the divine realms sees you. Okay. So I'm sharing this to encourage you to go after the things that you want, to speak the things that are on your mind, because what you have to say is important. Okay. You never know that you might have a message for someone else out there, and you too can be used as a vessel from the divine to help someone else out. Many of you who I'm speaking to, uh, I feel have, been around people, whether that be family members, friends, coworkers, even in school, your entire life, you have been told that you were too much, not enough, you know, all these negative thoughts that dance through your head. Or you were told that the things that you have to say aren't important or that you don't count, okay? I have some news for you, and many of you are going to resonate with this. There's many ideas that you have shared with people who have made you feel less than, okay? Which they then turned around and used those same ideas and profited from it. That shows you that what you have to say and what you have to feel is important. And when somebody wants to make you feel like you can't express yourself, it's only because they are dealing with the spirit of jealousy that's within them. They don't want to see you move forward. Okay. Whoever I'm speaking to, you don't have bad intentions when you speak to people. Okay. You don't meet people and have ulterior motives. But unfortunately, in this matrix that we're in, there's a lot of people out there with ulterior motives. Okay. I had a tough time with that myself. I used to think it was selfish to put myself first. I was the kind of person who used to share all my ideas and thoughts and got them stolen from a million and one times for sharing them with the wrong people. But that's because I didn't think that there were people out there that were that vicious, okay, that were that, deliberately cruel, or lacked integrity. To me, integrity is everything. I grew up in the Bronx, and integrity is everything for people like me. Growing up in the 1970s in that type of environment, it was about maintaining your integrity. And, your reputation meant everything. If you had a shitty reputation, then that preceded you. So it was always very important to be honest, to tell the truth, to uplift one another, because many of us didn't have much, but we were all there to lift each other up. And this is what you're being asked to do also. Share your thoughts and your ideas, okay? But with the people who deserve it, the people who are going to uplift you too. It's okay for you to be around that, okay? Like I said, you're being nudged to surround yourself with people like yourself so that you can be happy. Okay? Move away from those people who tell you that you're too much or that you're not enough or that you're not worth it or that you're worthless. You need to remove those voices from your head in order for you to move forward because none of those things are true. Those are all deceptions placed there by lower vibrational individuals, most oftentimes who are being used as vessels from lower vibrational entities. Okay? And you being who you are, a good, kind, caring, sweet person, an honest person, is going to be taken advantage of a lot of times. Okay? And it's not fair and it sucks. Okay? But you can assert yourself. There's proper ways to assert yourself. By loving yourself first, that's the first step into asserting yourself. Seeing yourself the way the divine universe sees you as the wonderful person that you are. So, you're being encouraged to go after that person that you want to get to know better. Go after that job. You know, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to speak. Don't be shy. Okay. And I know that's, coming from me, it probably doesn't mean much. But, like I said, I didn't want to do this. I was terrified to do this type of work, but yet here I am. And if I could do this, I'm sharing this story to help encourage you. Because when we follow the divine nudges that we're being given, it's always going to work out for the best. Okay. I didn't think any of this was going to work out. I had doubts, but I knew that I was being called to do it. And you'll know what those nudges are, that the things that you're being told to do, because you're going to feel it. It doesn't go away. And most often than not, you know, what the universe does is it tries to push us to things to move us out of our comfort zone. Okay? So, what I'm saying is, 9 times out of 10, when you do this, you're going to look back and say, wow, you know what? I grew from this. It's a learning experience. I realized I could do something that I didn't think was possible for me or that I didn't think I was capable of doing. For instance, using me again. I'm not a tech savvy person. I didn't know how to use a computer in this way. I didn't want to create videos. I didn't know how to create them. I don't edit these videos, so they're not perfect, but they're not supposed to be. You know, that if people are going to relate to them, they're going to relate. If not, they're not. Like I said, we're not here for everyone, but those we're here for, our tribe, will find us. We just have to love ourselves first and put ourselves out there and love ourselves enough to understand that we too have something important to share. Okay? So I do have some names out there that I received during meditation. Just give me a second to get my glasses on so I can see. Now, these names are going to either resonate with you personally or with someone that you know to give you further validation that this message is for you. Okay. I'm getting Martha, Amanda, Stephen, Robert, Nexus, Jamal, Malcolm, Minnie, George, and Floyd. Okay, I want to thank everyone for stopping by and welcome the new subscribers again, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.